Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, high-risk offenders being targeted for continued crime reduction in 2025, says Blake. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake says that the Police High Command will be ramping up efforts to target high-risk offenders as part of crime reduction strategies for 2025. In his 2024 year-in review, Dr. Blake commended the officers in the 19 police divisions across the island for their efforts to combat crime. Dr. Blake pointed to the reduction in murders in St. James, which has consistently led the country in homicides. St. James has so far recorded 125 homicides compared with 187 for the similar period last year. Dr. Blake says the High Command is encouraged by the crime reduction in Area 1, which covers western Jamaica.
Area 1, led by Assistant Commissioner of Police Glenn Miller, has shown exceptional performance, with all divisions recording reductions in major crimes. St. James, often a focal point for crime reduction initiatives, Superintendent Aaron Samuels and his team have worked to produce a 9% decline in overall major crimes, with a very significant 34% reduction in murders. Similarly, Westmoreland, under the superintendence of SP Othniel Dobson, demonstrated steady progress, with a 24% drop in major crimes, including a 14% reduction in murders. In Hanover, the efforts of Superintendent Andrew Nish and his management team to address crime bore tangible results, as the parish achieved a robust 35% reduction in murders.
Cops to probe a shooting at a funeral. Superintendent Hopton Nicholson, head of the St. Catherine North Police Division, says that the cops will be probing an incident in which an unidentified man who interrupted a funeral, reportedly pulling the body from the casket, was reportedly shot by one of the mourners. I have heard of the incident, and we, the police, will be conducting an investigation in the matter, Nicholson told the news late Monday night. The incident took place at the Dovecot Cemetery. Videos purportedly of the incident have been circulating on social media. Reports are that about 5:30 p.m., a funeral procession was in progress for the interment of a female. The man, who is believed to be of unsound mind, reportedly disturbed the proceedings. He removed the body and placed it next to the coffin. He allegedly started to throw stones at the persons who intervened. The police were called, and it is said that they fired a warning shot to stop the man. However, the man did not desist from interrupting the proceedings. A member of the funeral procession then reportedly brandished his licensed firearm and fired several shots, hitting the man. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The weapon involved was seized for ballistic testing by the police. Investigation is being conducted by the Guanaboa Vale Police. Jamaica importing ice. Jamaica has been importing ice and will continue doing so for the next 6 months, the government has confirmed. In a stark admission about the chilling move, the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce said ice importation was necessary to fill the void left by the catastrophic fire at Pure National Limited. The blaze, which destroyed 90% of the company's infrastructure last month, has left the island's primary ice supplier unable to meet the local demand. This measure is necessary to ensure an adequate supply of ice for the festive season, while also supporting key sectors such as food and beverage and tourism, the ministry stated, acknowledging the critical role ice plays in these industries. The announcement has sent shockwaves through the market, sparking concerns about rising costs. The icy dilemma has so far led to Jamaica paying increased prices for certain brands of ice. Given the situation, the Consumer Affairs Commission has been directed to closely monitor the market to ensure fair prices for consumers. Additionally, the ministry has applied for a common external tariff suspension on ice through the CARICOM Secretariat. This application, intended to reduce importation costs and facilitate competitive pricing, is expected to receive a response in January 2025. As the demand for ice peaks during the holiday season, the government is calling on retailers to uphold the fair pricing practices. The ministry urges all retailers of ice to uphold the fair pricing for consumers. During this period, the statement read, Woodsville residents seek answers about the collapsed bridge. While another bridge in Jamaica has fallen, residents of Woodsville in rural Hanover are still awaiting word on when, if ever, the collapsed bridge that connects their community to other districts in Hanover and Westmoreland will be replaced. The latest bridge to collapse in the country is the Craig Mill Bridge in Portland, which has been designated closed for some time now. However, residents continued to use it in the interest of their daily survival. For Woodsville, it is the same situation, just a different district and a parish. The Woodsville Bridge was declared closed for over a year, from April 2022 to April 2023, before it finally collapsed, following continued use by residents of that area. However, even though announcements have been made about works to restore Craig Mill Bridge in the near future, residents of Woodsville claim that it has been over 1 year since they have had any update regarding the replacement of the bridge in their community. It is our lives, and in the interest of our survival, we have to be doing what is necessary to make our lives comfortable, Sasha Gay Fraser, president of the Woodsville Community Development Committee, told the news. We have not gotten any word from anyone from the last time, several months ago, when we got word from the Member of Parliament, Dave Brown, when he stated that there are some funds in place for work on the bridge, Fraser stated. We do not know where the process is. We do not know what the process entails. What I do know from my own research is that soil testing was done in the vicinity of the collapsed bridge, and we know that the National Works Agency has done some draft of the architectural part of it, which is to go to tender. So from what I know, there is tender, drafting, soil testing, and money in place. I do not know what else is missing from the process, as we are not getting any update, she informed. Woodsville's CDC president explained that the community decided to help itself by building a wooden bridge where the original bridge spans the Cabarita River, which is used by all for day-to-day commute. We have been constantly using that makeshift wooden bridge that we built as a community, which we repair from time to time, she explained, adding that the bridge is now in need of repairs, as the last time the community did some work on it was in July. Now some part of it is up for repairs again. We have to organize a community work day and get that work done. We usually plan work days. We cut the needed lumber, transported them to the location through creative ways, as we do not have a crane or other heavy-duty equipment. We then get the work done, as we are the ones feeling the pressure, she emphasized. Fraser noted that for over 3 years, the community has been suffering economically, socially, and educationally, while the health of many seniors and others is being affected because of the lack of a proper bridge in place to facilitate mobility to and from the district. When contacted for an update, Brown told the news that he has not been fully informed about the latest on the Woodsville Bridge situation, but promised that he would do some checks and provide an update. The last thing I heard is that some redesigning of the draft in place had to be done because it was not perfect, Brown said. In April 2024, when Stephen Shaw, NWA Communications and the Customer Services Manager, was contacted for an update on the planned replacement of the bridge, he said the draft design was complete and that his agency was seeking a pricing by year-end. 8 structures have been put on the priority list at a cost of $1.3 billion, and that list does not include Woodsville, as other bridges were ahead with procurement already on the way, Shaw said at the time. Following the recent collapse of Craig Mill Bridge, it has been reported in the news that Shaw says the NWA now has 6 structures on its priority list for replacement, inclusive of the Craig Mill Bridge and the Troy Bridge in Trelawney. The over 100 years old Woodsville Bridge connects the communities of Woodsville, Hillsbrook, Bath Mountain, and Flower Hill to other areas in the parishes of Hanover and Westmoreland. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.